the first three Sonic films are out in the world, so why not do a ranking video? Because, why not? It's my channel. I can do whatever I want with it. So, yep, that's what we're doing. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Not again, not basically, what I intended this channel to be sometimes, but it's good to get random content here and there, not just all reactions. Am I right? So, yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more time. So let's just get straight into the ranking and into the video. So, yeah. So, the main question is, what are my rankings and my honest opinions about these movies, about these films? So yeah, obviously we have a top three. I'm gonna explain, and I'm gonna list at least mine, and yeah, you guys feel free to share yours below if you want, and yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna share my honest ranking of the films, and my honest opinions and my honest like out of 10 ratings of the films out of the films. So yeah, so yeah, first, number one, the movie / the spot on my list that makes number one is Sonic 3. So yes, just hear me out. So yes, oh yeah, and also spoilers for the first three films if you guys haven't seen them yet. So yeah, get on it, chop. I'm pretty sure the third one is still in theaters. So yeah, you guys have some time to catch up on the first two. I'm pretty sure they're on Paramount Plus. So yeah, if you have a subscription to that, feel free to check them out if you're a Sonic fan. So yeah, just wanted to forewarned that there's a spoiler alert. We're gonna be talking a little bit of spoilers for the first three films. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, there's your warning. You've been warned. Don't at me in the comments being like, you spoiled me, you spoiled me, blah, blah. I'm like, well, then you should have listened to the warning then. So yeah, whatever. So yeah, just know you've been warned that we will be talking brief spoilers for the first three films. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, the first Sonic movie that makes my number one on the list is Sonic 3. So yeah, I saw this movie with my family the day it came out, opening night. And yeah, we knew what we were getting into. I knew what I was getting into, because after the end of the second film, I'm like, oh my gosh, they legit were teasing Shadow. So I'm like, I'm so down for this. Yes, I know of course we had to wait a while. We had to wait like 2 years. But hey, these things take time and everything. So yeah. So yeah, I was so excited. We all were. Aside from my mom, it's not really her cup of tea, but it was good. She's like, but yet again, she said like, hey, it's good to get out as a family and everything. So yeah, but still, she watched it. She said it was pretty good. So yeah, yep. So, but yeah. Aside from all that, for her, yeah, she enjoyed it, and yeah, it was good getting out as a family. So, because yeah, we don't do that quite often, because lots of stuff going on. So yeah. So yeah, we saw this opening night when the third film came out, and yeah, it was me and my sister and my dad contained his excitement. He was like all chill, and he was like, of course he was excited, but he was like more, since obviously my dad's older, he's more calm and more consent on these type of things. So yeah, and yeah, because of course me and my sister are young. We of course we're like legit so excited we cannot stop talking about it and everything. So yeah, yep. So yeah, but overall we were really excited. Yeah, when we saw it opening night, it was yeah, it blew us out of the water. It was crazy, lots of stuff going on. Yeah, just holy crap, it was all nuts. It was so crazy, it was insane, lots of stuff going on, and yeah. So yeah, the third film picks up not too long after the Knuckles series, if I believe so, because that took place in between the end of the third film going into the beginning of the third film. So yeah, it hasn't been like that long, probably like a few months after the Knuckles series is done. So at least the beginning of the third film. So yeah, at least leading into the events of the third film, but going into it. But yeah. So yeah, we saw it opening night. It was crazy, blew us all out of the water. My mom enjoyed it. Not really much of her cup of tea, but again, she said it was good to get out as a family and everything. So yeah, but overall, she didn't enjoy it though. So yeah, it was fun, and yeah, lots of twists and a little bit of lots of twists and turns, and yeah, it was crazy, it was insane, just holy crap, all of it was nuts, it was all insane, we were all going crazy, and yeah, lots of pretty good laughs, and yeah, of course, there was some stuff that, were like meh, they're like aight, but yeah. But overall, I really enjoyed it. Same with my sister and my dad and my mom. Of course, my mom didn't enjoy it as much because she's not really the biggest fans of these things. But yeah. So, but yeah, overall she enjoyed it. But yeah. So yeah, again, it was insane. It was crazy. So yeah. Just the way it all went, I was like, this is honestly my top favorite of the two. So yeah. So yeah, I was like, I couldn't, it kept playing over and over. Those crazy moments in the movie just played like on repeat in my head 24/7. So yeah, it was it was crazy, it was insane. So yeah, and then leading to the ending, oh gosh, crazy stuff. Where Robotnik dies, and stuff like that. Yeah, so, Shadow sacrifices himself, and yeah, and then going into the couple post-credit scenes we get. So yeah, we oh my god, I was we were all, my dad knew, like he had a feeling that it was gonna happen, that reveal was gonna happen. But yeah, so yeah, the first post credit scene, whatever, yeah, we of course it takes like a few minutes, but we get introduced to Amy. So yeah, of course, me and my sister, we were screaming. We couldn't, like, at least internally, we were screaming inside. We were like, oh my god, it's Amy, it's Amy Rose, oh my gosh. So yeah, we were legit, like, going inside. We were like, so yeah, and then to me, I was like, Amy. So yeah, it was crazy, it was insane. And then yeah, so yeah, just a lot. It's a lot. And then going into the last post-credit scene, we see that, Shadow is indeed alive, and, yeah, he's fine. He's fine, yeah. But yet again, it didn't really surprise me that much, but yet again, I was like, of course, yeah, with, them exploring / going into detail and a little bit in depth on his backstory and everything, and all the stuff with Maria. Oh my gosh, I was legit teary-eyed. I was crying at one scene. Like, I was like, oh my god, it made me tear. All of the stuff with the backstory on Maria and Shadow and Maria, it just, all of it was, me teary-eyed. And like one I'm pretty sure it was only one thing I legit, like, cried, like, literally. But aside, but it was still, like, obviously emotional. But I'm pretty sure that, yeah. But overall, except from that one scene, one scene that made me cry, like, actually. But and then the other ones, they just made me teary-eyed, like, it made me emotional. But yeah, so it was a lot to take in. So yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, this poor baby, he's so broken, he's so just, yeah. And then yeah, so yeah, it was all insane. So yeah, just, of course, lots of epic, crazy moments, but yet again, lots of meh moments, like, like nah, it's all right, stuff like that. But so yeah, this, so yeah, just like, but overall, those, like, really, really epic moments and stuff like that, like, it made it one of the top, favorite movies for me, like, like, one of my top favorite out of the three for me. So yeah, I was like, right now, for now, I don't know, again, it depends on how well the fourth one goes, because yes, the fourth one has been, a fourth movie has been announced, and yeah, because, still lots of stuff to explore and everything. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the release schedule for that is spring of 2027, I believe. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be crazy. I cannot wait to see who's gonna be voicing Amy. And yeah, if we will see Shadow again, briefly in the fourth film. Maybe, who knows? Because they legit teased that he was alive at the end of the third one. So I'm like, will we touch? That's my main question. that's another main question that I have like, are we gonna touch back in base with Shadow like a little bit, or like not at all in the fourth film? Because we're just gonna be focusing on our main guys, and getting introduced to Amy, obviously, going into Amy and stuff like that. I don't know. Or could all the gang get together? Like, could they find out Shadow's alive and yeah, I don't know. He could join up with them. I don't know. Who knows? But I just can't wait to see what's in store for that. And yeah. So yeah, obviously, main question, will Shadow be in the fourth film? And yeah, who will be voicing Amy? I'm excited for both, but yeah. So yeah, overall, the third film just did it for me. It really did. Of course, yes, it has its, like meh moments throughout the film and all that. Like, has its meh, this moment's alright. Like, couldn't, yeah, like, it was like, yeah, but, so yeah, overall, but that, it did it for me, honestly. Like, it became my favorite out of the three, so yeah. So yeah, number one, first place goes to Sonic 3. Yay. Out of 10 stars, I'd say I'd give it an 8 out of 10. So yeah, again, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. It's like one of my favorites. Favorite right now. It's one of my favorites right now out of the trilogy. But yeah. So yeah, that's so yeah. So yeah, first place goes to Sonic 3, and I give it an 8 out of 10 film. So yeah, there we go. Moving on to number 2 for my ranking. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I know people are probably gonna be, back and forth on this, but at least again, this is my opinion. We're all I know everyone's entitled to their opinions and everything, but yeah, just hear me out on this one. So yeah, just 1 second. Let me, you gotta hydrate, because if you talk too much, you get a scratchy throat, and you need to, hydrate. So. Excuse me. And also got to take a breath too, so. Excuse me. So, yeah. Okay, so yeah, number 2 on my list, / ranking, whatever you want to call it, goes to Sonic number 1. So yeah, again, hear me out. I know lots of people weren't really, like, hooked on the first film, like, introducing this live action adaptation series, and stuff like that. So yeah, again, I know. Again, that's understandable. I get it. Y'all are entitled to your own opinions. I get that. But to me, honestly, rewatching it, like, now, I feel like, yeah, this is a pretty good, solid introduction to the live-action series. Like, live-action movies and stuff like that. But, so yeah, to me, yeah, I just feel like, But yeah, that's just, again, it's just my opinion, because, after rewatching it and looking back at it now, I'm like, yeah, this was a pretty solid introduction to the live action films, but yeah. That's just, again, it's just my opinion and stuff like that. It's my rankings, but yeah. So yeah, just excuse me. So yeah. Again, I know it's not great. It's not, the best, but I feel it's pretty good, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I just, I feel like, yeah, it's just so yeah, just going back and looking back on all those moments from the beginning, from the first film. Yeah, I'm like, you know what? This actually makes number 2 for me. So yeah. So yeah, number 2 on my ranking goes to Sonic 2, and Sonic 2, Sonic the Hedgehog for the first one. So yeah, number 2 goes to Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and for out of 10 stars, I'd give it like I'd say I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. At least in my opinion. So yeah, getting kind of close to that 7 out of 10 mark. But yeah. Again, that's just my opinion. So yeah, and then of course y'all know it. Number 3 for my ranking goes to Sonic 2. So yeah, don't get me wrong. Yes, I get it. I understand. So yeah, we pick back up from the end of Sonic 1. I'm pretty sure like probably maybe a few months after the events of the first film, or maybe like a year or two after the first film. I don't know. I think probably at least a couple of years, maybe. Well, I wouldn't say, you know, at least for us, it's been a couple of years. But for them, either they're, yeah, I wouldn't say, maybe, yeah, I think they pick right back up from right where they left off, but and yeah, of course, same in our eyes, but yet again, we've waited 2 years for the 2 years for the second film, so I'm like, yeah. So yeah, it's, yeah, so, yeah, we pick back up right where we left off, where after the end of the first film, they introduced Tails, and yeah, going into the second film. So yeah, and then slowly, like in the beginnings, getting close to the middle act of the movie, we get introduced to Knuckles, and yeah, that's yeah, and I'm like, whoa. So yeah, it was a lot. It was really, really a lot. So I'm like, yep. Because I remember people seeing in the trailer, we're like, oh god, we're seeing Knuckles. Yep, we know he's gonna show up some point in the movie. So yeah, pretty crazy. So yeah, and then that leads to yeah, well, at least Knuckles working with Robotnik and stuff like that, and yeah, all that, and then and then Sonic and Knuckles battling it out, and yeah, Shadow meeting Tails, and then them teaming up, and then figuring out a way how to stop Robotnik and Knuckles, but yet again, and slowly but surely, Knuckles coming out of not really coming out, because basically Knuckles realizing that Robotnik has been using him and stuff like that, and yeah, slowly of course he comes over to the good guy's side, and then they team up, and then so yeah, they all team up, and then yeah, work on beating Robotnik and all that. So yeah, it's yeah, crazy, and then they all become a team, and stuff like that, and then it ends. Yeah, and it's all really, really good, really, really, really good. At least in my opinion. So yeah, pretty good. But yeah, I don't know why I said really, really, really good, but pretty good. I said meaning pretty good. Y'all know what I mean. So yeah, and then slowly, then towards the end credit scene where they legit tease Shadow. So I was like, yeah, I'm like, oh my god, I am sat on my feet. I'm like, oh my god, yes, oh my gosh, because excuse me. Because to me, in my honest opinion, I really, my favorite Sonic characters are Shadow and Amy. Just in my opinion. Just don't get me wrong. I love. Don't get me wrong. I love Sonic. I love Knuckles. I love Tails. But if I had to choose like a top two favorite characters, I like Shadow and Amy. I just feel like I kind of relate to Shadow a little bit. Not, of course, aside from the pain and the heartbreak and the loss. Of course, we all experience that as human beings, because we all experience that in real life. So yeah, I just to me, again, if I had to choose like top favorite or favorites for characters, I choose Shadow and Amy, because of course but yeah. So yeah, that's just my opinion and stuff like that. So yeah, number 3 goes to Sonic 2, and yeah, first for rating out of 10, I'd say 7. I'd say 7 out of 10 for me for the second film. So yeah, pretty crazy, pretty insane. So yeah, the list for those of you who haven't been catching up, who haven't caught up, and you're just reaching to the end of the video and all that. But yeah, whatever. Here's the recap of my rankings, and yeah, number 1 goes to Sonic 3. I give it an 8 out of 10. Number 2 goes to Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 1, that gets a 6.5 out of 10. Number 3 goes to Sonic 2, and that gets a 7 out of 10 for me. So yeah, those are my honest rankings. But yet again, I know, again, sorry for all the blah, 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 but whatever. It's it's my YouTube channel, my video I'm making. So yeah, I talk again, I talk a lot. Who cares? Whatever. It's whatever. So yeah, if you don't like it, then kindly go away. I have other things to do than hearing you all bitch about me yapping or whatever. But for those of you who have stuck around, and hear me yap and stuff like that, I really appreciate it. I really do. So yeah. those are my rankings of the first three Sonic films we have so far. I cannot wait for the fourth film. Can't wait to see what that is in store for us. And yeah, feel free to let me know your rankings of the first three films. What do you guys think? What are your rankings? What are your rankings? Are they the same as mine? Are they slightly different? Let me know in the comments or on my socials, because those will be in the description below and stuff like that. So yeah. So yeah, that is my rankings for the first three films. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in for this little video I decided to make just out of the blue. So yeah, I gotta go record another video. Speaking of, after this. So yeah, just other stuff I need to get caught up on. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to let me know your rankings of feel free to let me know your rankings of the Sonic films down below, and yeah, if the comments are available for you to comment on. So yeah, because randomly YouTube will just turn them off. I have no idea why, but whatever. It's YouTube, so yeah. So yeah, who knows? So yeah. So yeah, those were my rankings. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, I will see you guys. Yeah, I will see you whenever I see you. So yeah, it's yeah. Who knows with me? Who knows? Could be a few days. Could be a week at most, maybe 2, I don't know, but who knows. So yeah, aside from all that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.